There's a fresh wave of debate around the case involving Nnamdi Kanu, and this time, the conversation is not just about politics or security concerns. It's about the judiciary itself. Kanu's legal team is now accusing parts of Nigeria's legal process of what they describe as judicial fraud, and those strong words are already causing intense reactions across the country. Supporters say the claims expose serious problems inside the justice system, while others believe the accusations are part of a larger legal strategy to challenge previous rulings. What makes this situation especially sensitive is the fact that it touches on trust in Nigerian institutions. Whenever lawyers begin to openly question how court decisions were handled, people naturally start asking deeper questions. Was due process followed? Were legal procedures respected? And most importantly, can ordinary Nigerians still trust the courts to remain fair and independent in high-profile cases? Before we go deeper, if you enjoy balanced updates like this that break down complicated national issues in simple language, take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others following developments in Nigeria. And of course, drop your thoughts in the comments section because this is one issue many Nigerians have strong opinions about. Now, to understand why this latest controversy is gaining attention, we need to briefly revisit the background of the case itself. Nnamdi Kanu has remained one of the most talked about figures in Nigeria for several years. As the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, also known as IPOB, his activities and statements have generated both strong support and strong criticism. The Nigerian government has repeatedly accused the group of threatening national security, while many of Kanu's supporters insist he is simply advocating for self-determination and political rights. Over the years, the legal battles surrounding him have become increasingly complicated. Court appearances, appeals, detention arguments, bail controversies, and diplomatic questions have all become part of the story. In fact, many Nigerians have struggled to keep up with the long list of legal developments connected to the case. But the latest argument from his legal team appears to focus on something deeper than just whether Kanu should remain detained or not. According to reports and statements released by some of his lawyers, they believe there were serious irregularities in parts of the judicial handling of the matter. The phrase judicial fraud has now entered the public discussion, and naturally, that phrase alone is enough to attract massive attention because it suggests allegations of manipulation or misconduct within legal proceedings. Now, it's important to be careful here because these are allegations being made by the defense team. At the time of this discussion, courts and judicial authorities may still respond formally, and different legal experts have different interpretations of what exactly happened. But what we can do is examine why these claims are resonating so strongly with many Nigerians. One major reason is that public trust in institutions has become a very emotional topic in recent years. Across social media, radio discussions, and community conversations, many people already feel frustrated about delays in the justice system, conflicting judgments, and the perception that powerful cases sometimes move differently from ordinary cases. So when a high-profile legal team uses words like judicial fraud, it immediately connects with existing public concerns. Some analysts believe Kanu's lawyers are trying to convince higher courts or even international observers that the legal process surrounding the case was flawed from the beginning. Others think the strategy is aimed at putting public pressure on judicial institutions to review previous actions more carefully. Either way, the impact is already visible, because conversations about judicial independence are once again dominating political discussions. There are also concerns about how this affects Nigeria's international image. Cases involving separatist movements, political agitation, and human rights claims are often watched closely outside the country. Whenever allegations emerge suggesting irregularities inside the legal process, foreign observers, advocacy groups, and international legal organizations sometimes begin paying closer attention. At the same time, supporters of the Nigerian government argue that courts have continued to function within constitutional boundaries, and that legal procedures have been followed according to Nigerian law. They insist that emotional reactions should not replace legal reasoning, and that every accusation still needs to be proven properly inside courtrooms rather than online. That's part of what makes this story so important. It's not just a political debate anymore. It has become a larger conversation about institutions, accountability, and how justice is perceived by ordinary citizens. Even Nigerians who are not personally invested in Kanu's political position are paying attention because the case now touches broader national questions. Another interesting aspect is how divided public opinion remains. In some parts of the country, people strongly believe Kanu has been unfairly treated and deserves full legal protection under the Constitution. In other areas, some citizens believe the government must prioritize national unity and security above everything else. Between those positions are many Nigerians simply asking for transparency and fairness regardless of politics. Legal experts have also weighed in differently. Some senior lawyers reportedly believe the allegations raised by Kanu's team deserve proper examination if there is evidence supporting them. Others caution against using inflammatory language that could undermine public confidence in the judiciary without sufficient proof. That tension is now playing out both inside and outside legal circles. And honestly, this situation highlights how powerful language can be in public discourse. The moment phrases like judicial fraud or compromise process appear in national conversations, emotions rise immediately. People begin interpreting events through political, ethnic, or regional lenses, which can make calm legal analysis more difficult. Still, many observers say transparency remains the best solution. If there are unanswered legal questions, they argue those questions should be addressed openly through lawful procedures. If allegations are false, they should also be clarified properly through evidence and judicial review. In the end, public confidence grows stronger when institutions are seen responding clearly rather than avoiding scrutiny. Some Nigerians are also comparing this case to past politically sensitive legal battles in the country. Over the years, Nigeria has witnessed several controversial cases involving opposition figures, activists, and regional movements. In many of those situations, public trust often depended not only on the final judgment, but also on whether the process appeared fair from beginning to end. Social media, of course, has amplified everything. Clips from court discussions, lawyer interviews, and political commentary are spreading rapidly online. Supporters on different sides are pushing competing narratives, sometimes making it difficult to separate verified legal facts from emotional reactions. That's why careful reporting and balanced analysis are especially important right now. One thing nobody can deny is that this case continues to shape political conversations far beyond the courtroom. It touches security issues, constitutional rights, regional tensions, freedom of expression, and now judicial credibility itself. That combination explains why every new statement connected to the case quickly becomes national news. There's also the human side of the story. Behind all the legal arguments are real concerns from families, communities, supporters, and citizens who simply want stability and fairness. Some people fear prolonged tensions could deepen division in parts of the country, while others believe transparent legal resolution could help reduce mistrust over time. As the legal process continues, many Nigerians will be watching closely to see how courts respond to these latest allegations. Will there be further hearings? Will judicial authorities address the accusations directly? Or will the focus shift toward broader constitutional questions? Those are some of the issues likely to dominate public discussion in the coming weeks. And one thing is certain: regardless of personal political opinions, moments like this remind everyone how important strong institutions are in any democracy. When citizens trust legal systems, tensions can often be managed peacefully, but when confidence weakens, even ordinary legal disputes can become major national controversies. If you followed this story from the beginning, you already know it has gone through many twists and turns, and judging by the latest developments, the conversation is far from over. Nigerians across different regions and political backgrounds will continue debating what this means for the country's future, for the judiciary, and for national unity itself. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone else following developments in Nigeria. And most importantly, leave your thoughts in the comments section. Do you believe these allegations could change public trust in the judiciary, or do you think the courts will eventually settle the matter clearly through due process? Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll continue bringing you balanced updates on the stories shaping the nation today.